Hey Cozy Gamers, happy Friday! Over this past week, there are 43 cozy games that have been released, all of them on Steam and all of them by indie developers. It's a long list, so let's go ahead and get into it. Fonsermónique's Culinary Diary is a linear narrative game where you play as an anthropomorphic goat named Fonsermónique. Your goal is to make food based on your mother's cookbook in order to soothe the soul of your life partner. Each time you present food, you'll be given feedback that can be used for your next recipe. The game has one ending, so no matter what you choose, you'll experience the true ending. Val's adventure at Scure Manor is a point-and-click adventure that emulates the feeling of a 90s era of point-and-click gaming. You'll play as Val, someone who has been locked out of their home in the early hours of the morning. You'll be met with puzzles that need solving, quirky characters, and a dangerous enemy that lurks in the shadows. Intentional Bugs is a creature collector where you will collect bugs over time. They don't need you to take care of them and they can't die, but you'll need to interact with them in order to name and catalog your findings. There are tons of bugs to collect, so see what you can find living inside your computer. King's Lynn Leisure Farm is a free-to-play idle farming sim. You'll be able to collect animals, take care of them, and send them out to work. There are over 30 different animals, each with their own personality and likes. By encouraging bonds between animals, they'll lay eggs that hatch into vehicles. I don't know why, but I do know that there are 80 different vehicles to collect. Tap Tap Loot is an idle game that relies on you typing on your computer to progress. You'll control a cat hero who smashes through enemies in a world under attack. You'll be able to help him best his enemies while you conquer whatever real-life things are pulling your focus. Play solo or with up to 4 players online co-op so you can get work done with the homies. Seeds of Calamity is a farming sim that takes place 20 years after the Great Calamity. You're not playing the hero on a quest to save the world. You're a humble farmer who tends to their farm, helps their neighbors with quests, and loots resources from a local dungeon, all with your trusty magical spellbook companion. Loot Loop is an incremental RPG where you build a party of heroes and send them into the dungeons to fight monsters, collect loot, and unlock upgrades. There's a large skill tree, zero stress, and fast runs. The retro art style feels like stepping into a pixelated classic from the 80s. Cubetory is a factory building game with automation at its core. Your space is limited, so you'll need to think about where all your structures will go and use resource patches wisely. Progression is tied to the rate of production, and each previous goal is tied to future ones, so your factory will need to stay running efficiently at every stage. Luckily, there are no enemies or timers, so you're free to plan at your own pace. Nekokami: The Human Restoration Project is a world-building adventure in a universe ruled by cats. You'll play as a time traveler turned planetary architect for Nekokami Co. It's your job to create worlds to certain specifications. Along the way, you'll befriend over 40 kami, which are cat spirits, and create human settlements and natural habitats. A Storied Life Tabitha is a narrative puzzle game where you're sorting through the items of a deceased loved one to decide what to keep and what to sell. While sorting, you discover a destroyed memoir and set about restoring it. It's up to you to fill in the blanks based on the items you decide to keep. This is one where I've played the demo and I felt like it was a uniquely interesting gameplay setup. Fishing Inc. is an incremental fishing game. You'll catch fish, sell them for money, and use earnings to unlock skills and better gear. You'll catch a variety of fish across several locations that you can keep note of in your fish log. Teachers with Love and Passion is a visual novel dating sim where you play as a teacher at a new school. Despite all the studying to become a teacher, no one prepared you for a lounge full of charming single teachers. There are 5 love interests, 2 main story arcs, and over 15 endings. It boasts over 100,000 words and about 10 to 15 hours of gameplay. Corner Streamer is an idling game that sits at the corner of your desktop. You'll be able to create an avatar to your liking and watch them stream as you get your own work done. As you play, you'll be able to upgrade your setup and get sponsors. ULTRATAP is an incremental game where you defeat monsters and bosses. As you make your way through enemies, you'll earn money that you can use to upgrade a skill tree, buy gear, and set up automation. There are over 300 upgrades, 7 progression systems, more than 200 quests, and more. Pixel Factory is a factory building game where you build and automate a factory that produces cubes. Starting with clay blocks, You'll run them through your production lines to turn them into colorfully patterned blocks. As you play, you'll be able to upgrade buildings to improve speed, expand your production network, and build up complex factory systems. Cascadou is a deck-building roguelike card game where you'll create chain reactions. By clicking a card, it'll play the possible poker hands connected to it. Build up a strategy by earning and using stickers that can be applied to cards for an even greater reward. With over 100 stickers, no 2 rounds will be the same, and if you want an added bonus, you can conquer challenges to earn badges, which give permanent power-ups. Coffee Break Paradise is a shop management game where you control a service worker at a cafe. You'll interact with customers, take orders, and keep everything organized. With profits, you can build and decorate your shop, buy stock, and upgrade equipment. Cleaning Up is, unsurprisingly, a game about cleaning up. You'll tackle huge messes and turn them into clean, comfortable spaces. Clear the mess by throwing away garbage, sweeping, mopping, and even spraying surfaces clean. As you play, you'll be able to invest in upgrades to help improve your cleaning experience. Shapez 2 is a factory building game where you design sprawling multi-level factories and production lines. By investing in your research system, you'll unlock new buildings, mechanics, and upgrades. A Tiny Garden is an idle game that sits at the bottom of your computer screen. You'll grow a sprawling garden complete with pets to keep you company. Sell the products of your farm and animals for profit, or use the ingredients to create advanced goods for an even greater return. While you idle, you can build your way to a thriving business. Simultree is an incremental game where you play as a scientist who runs and observes life simulations inside of petri dishes. The organisms will yield points by eating fruit, and you retrieve those points with a magnifying glass. Points can be used for upgrades, just make sure that they don't die or you won't get anything from them. Chippu is a desktop companion that has productivity tools to help you focus. It has work sessions, reminders, and a to-do list for when you need to get things done. In your downtime, you can care for your Chippu and play with it. Over time, your pet will collect resources that you can use to buy necessities and cosmetics for your tiny friend. Reliquare is a puzzle exploration game where you explore a mysterious and empty island that is bursting with puzzles based on Sudoku. There are 5 unique areas on the island, and sometimes your solutions will involve environmental elements around you. Sprite's Honor is a farming sim where you get shipwrecked on a mysterious island filled with fae. Local gnomes sabotage your way home, and it's up to you to make repairs. Grow a farm, collect resources, upgrade your production, and fend off the gnomes. Do all that and you'll be able to sell your way home. Peak of Life is a strategy life sim where you get to decide every aspect of your character's life. You'll get to pick where you live, what courses to take, what job you'll have, when and where you take a vacation, and more. There's a ton of variability here, as large as creating your own business or as small as making dinner. It's all entirely your choice, and with so many options, there's so much replayability here. The Adventures of R.Sole, Nothing, Nowhere, and Not at the Same Time is a comedy sci-fi point-and-click adventure game. You play it as an IT guy who is the least qualified to save the day, and yet you're the one slated to fix things when reality breaks. It features a ton of puzzles, quirky characters, and handcrafted art and animation. Electrogical is a puzzle game that blends jigsaw puzzles with 4 arithmetic operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. You'll combine puzzle pieces with operations in order to find the target number. It features over 250 puzzles, no complicated calculations, and a hint system. 3D Escape Room Cursed Legacy is a puzzle escape room game. You inherit a manor from your grandpa, only to find yourself trapped inside of it. It'll be up to you to explore the rooms and figure out the puzzles they present in order to free yourself. This game is a sequel to 3D Escape Room Mystic Manor, but it doesn't appear that you need to have played the first one to enjoy this one. Gecko Gods is an adventure puzzle platformer where you play as a tiny gecko and explore a forgotten land. Solve puzzles and sail between islands to uncover remnants of an ancient civilization. With the freedom to explore, you'll be able to enjoy the adventure at a leisurely pace. ShantyTown is a diorama city building game. You play as a surveyor who builds up and photographs 20 distinct locations. You're encouraged to fill up every nook and cranny to build sprawling cities filled to the brim with life and personality. Each location offers a different set of objects and space, so each place feels unique. Medetashi is a point-and-click puzzle game where you play as a cat with the ability to journey between real-life and storybook pages. There are 4 main chapters and 1 secret chapter to experience and complete puzzles within. Cozy Sanctuary is a farming sim idler where you care for animals that live at the bottom of your screen. Keep them happy by cleaning them and making sure you grow enough food to keep them fed. As you play, you'll unlock facilities that will help automate tasks. Wormies is a shopkeeper sim where you run your own worm shop. You'll breed and sell hundreds of different worm variants. As long as you keep them fed and happy, they'll do all the work in creating new worms. With profits, you can unlock upgrades and decorations. If you're grossed out, don't be. These worms look more like cat toys than the real thing. Express Car Wash Simulator is an immersive sim game where you run a car wash business. You'll not only clean the cars, but by expanding your business, you'll be able to customize them as well. As you grow, you can do things like changing out tires and adding stickers. The Day I Became a Bird is a narrative adventure game about a young boy named Frank. You'll join him on his journey as he navigates his feelings for a fellow classmate, Sylvia. Told in a bedtime story style, you'll enjoy a slice-of-life look at the innocence of a first love. Scriptorium, Master of Manuscripts, is a design and illustration game where you will create beautiful renderings of medieval book pages. In story mode, you can create a character and design pages by request, but if you want pure freedom, you can create to your heart's content in sandbox mode. You're only limited by your imagination in this game. Angel Clicker is an incremental clicker game with optional rhythm elements. You'll participate in an office-wide contest between heaven and hell for the rights to a pizza party. Place buildings, collect divine resources, somehow get attacked by aliens, and still find time for a date. Soko Pirates is a Sokoban puzzle game with a hand-drawn pixel art style. You'll play as a pirate, pushing objects around as you find your path to the treasure chest. Enjoy the game at a relaxed pace with no combat or timers. Dunk Cookies is an incremental game where you'll break cookies and dunk them into a swirling vortex of milk. As you play, you'll be able to use profit in order to upgrade yourself and unlock stats in an expansive skill tree. Enjoy a handcrafted pixel art style and infinite growth as the numbers climb ever higher. Venice After Dark is a point-and-click adventure game with visual novel elements and hand-drawn art. You'll play as Aiko, an introverted programmer, and Thea, an intelligent and quirky AI. Together, you'll solve complex puzzles in Venice inspired by real locations and encounter true historical figures and events. There are 3 different endings and a bizarre world for you to discover. The Last Connection is a narrative-driven game where you play as a switchboard operator who connects calls to others. Unfortunately, you're about to be replaced by a machine. Across your last 5 days at that job, you'll glean information that you can use to help your fellow townsfolk. There are branching storylines and multiple endings, so your choices matter. Dig and Deal is a shopkeeper sim where you go out looking for objects that you can sell in your store. Dig up terrain with your special tools, pop the treasures into your shop, and haggle with customers over the price. Any profit you earned can be used to upgrade your operation. Along the way, you can design your shop and complete quests. Generation Exile is a turn-based city builder where you play as the caretaker on the first and last generation ship. It's up to you to manage finite resources and to rebuild society inside the vast starship. Restore the ship's ecosystem, plan ahead, and make choices that will decide the fate of the ship. With procedurally generated NPCs in every game, no 2 games will be the same. That's all the cozy games I have for you guys this week. If you'd like to keep cozy games on your radar, you can like and subscribe. I put out these videos every Friday, so you can always look forward to a cozy game over the weekend. Let me know what you guys are excited for, and stay cozy.